So welcome you all to lecture 4 of Microsoft Word. So in this lecture we'll be seeing some more editing options and then we'll go to the insert tab. So before we go to the editing options, so next what we are going to see is how to how to copy, paste and cut. Okay, so what we are going to see is the simple operation. So you all know how to cut, copy and paste, and the short key to cut and paragraph is Control X, short cut for copy is Control C, and to paste is Control V. So that is what we are going to do. So if you want a particular portion of a document to not to be in this place, so if this is the part of a document which you do not want to be in this place, instead of this place you want it to be in this place, that is this position, what you are going to do is you will select the part, then you will press Control X, or you will cut the document. Once you cut, that portion of the paragraph will be stored in the stack. Then what happens is you select here and you press Control C, or Control V, or you paste it. So when you paste it, that portion will come in the proper position. So this is how you cut and paste. Similarly, copy is like what? So if I want sir in this place also, and then I want sir in the starting also, so what I do is I press Control C, or I select copy, then I select where I want the sir to be placed, then I select paste. So in pasting also there are a lot of options. So you can see with formatting, merge formatting, keep text only. So in this for sir option, all the three options are same, but for different pasting the options might differ. Okay, so let me keep only text only. Okay, so this is how you do copy and pasting. So with that we have seen how to cut, copy, and so next is we will see what is this format painter. So why format painter is used is, suppose you take that this paragraph, you have done a small changes. So let me add this as the font style, let me add a background highlighting color as blue, and let this part be bold and underline. Okay, and let the style be like agency FB, like that. So many things I have done. So what is there means, if I want this paragraph also to have all the formatting that I have done to this paragraph, I need not go to this paragraph, or I need not do all the formatting I have done for this paragraph to this paragraph. So what I will do is I will select the format painter option, then now what I will do is I will select this, I will select the format painter option, then you can see a paintbrush that will be coming, and I will select this document, and all the properties that I have applied for the first paragraph will come in this paragraph also. So I hope you understand. So now I want the first paragraph to have all the properties of the third paragraph, this paragraph. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select this, then I'm going to select format painter, then I will select the particular paragraph, then that paragraph will have the exact same properties. This can be even applied for a single word also. So now if I want this keyword, a keyword only, so if I press a keyword, except the a keyword, everything will be the same thing. The a keyword word will change to its original thing. So this is how we work in format painter. So next I want to say that while copying, there is actually, I told you, there's a buffer. Okay, so first I'm you know that before in Windows versions we can only copy and paste one word at a time, but in Windows 13 we can copy multiple words and paste multiple words at multiple times. Okay, so let me show you how it is done. First I'm copying word, I'm pressing let me press copy, then I'm copying provides, copy, then copy, then powerful, I am pressing copy. Okay, so now I want to paste but the last thing I have copied is powerful. Okay, so what Windows is, it has given us a clipboard. So this clipboard acts as a stack. Okay, so what happens is let me copy so then let me copy provides, then let me copy video. Okay, so now you can see that everything is actually stored in this clipboard, and if I want, I can paste random things. See, the last thing I copied was the video. Okay, so now, but I want to paste the so if I press that will be pasted, and then if I press powerful, then that will be pasted. If I press provides, and you remember lastly we copied sir, if I press sir, that will be pasted. So you can clear this clipboard by pressing this, or you can paste everything together. So now let me delete this, let me go to the front, then now let me press paste all. So if I press paste all, everything will be pasted. Okay, so you can see it will be pasted from bottom to top. So the first thing we are putting, that will come as a Q. Okay, so this is how the clipboard pasting work. So you can see that you can copy multiple items and keep it in the clipboard and use whenever you need to use this. Okay, so with this, now we have completed the clipboard for a clipboard page. So now let us go to the next one. Okay, so let me have two paragraph let me have multiple paragraphs. Okay, so this is a page with multiple paragraphs. Okay, so if I want the paragraphs to have a start and an end point, so if a viewer wants to know where a paragraph ends, so this is actually used. This is also known as show or hide. So it is used to mark paragraphs. So now let me select this, then press this. So you can see that a paragraph marking actually happens. So this is how we mark the paragraph. So then you can, if you want, you can remove this also. So what we are going to do is, now we are going to sort the paragraph. Okay, so you can see there is an option A to Z. We can do sorting. Okay, so there is a sorting by paragraph, sorting by heading, or sorting by field ones. So let us do paragraph. Okay, so there is an ascending and descending order also. So now let us keep ascending order. So ascending order means from A to Z it will be sorted. So you can see R is the first letter. Okay, then after R S comes, then S, T, H comes, then T, O, then V. So we can see clearly that the paragraph is sorted. You can use this sorting techniques for many other applications also. The sorting even comes with numbers also. You can do number sorting also. Apart from text sorting, you can do number sorting also. See, number by date also you can do sorting. So when you are typing the marks of class, if you are typing the marks of students, and if you want to find who's the lowest and who has got the highest mark, you can just type the numbers of the students mark and then press number here. Then if you press sort, that will be sorted. It will not work here because these are text and not numbers. Okay, then now you can actually add a border. So with this you can see that the border can be added also. So there can be a bottom, top, left, right. As I am cruising through, you can see all the types of borders that can be added. Okay, so this is how you can add borders. Okay, and similarly you can add view grid lines also. Okay, so what happens is, when you select, you can add different types of border. So if you press all border, everything will be you can do border shading also, and there are different types of border also. So you can do get 3D border. Okay, so there is options for 3D border, or so let me go undo. Now let me press all border. So you can see there is an all border options also. So there is a border shading. So border color also you can change. Then the type of border, whether you want it to be dotted line or dotted dashed, everything you can have. Thickness, you can control the thickness, apply to paragraph, apply to text, many things you can do. So if I press, let me press this 3D. Okay, so then if I press OK, so this is how many things you can change with, play with borders. Okay, so you can, if I want no border, then I have to have this no border option. So with that, the borders will start to vanish, or you can press undo. Okay, so if you want to change anything. So in border and shading also, there is a custom border also. Page border you have, shading. So shading also we have different colors of shading, styles, 5%, fully solid, like that we have apply to paragraph. So many options we have. So with this is shading. So with this we have completed the entire home tab. So we saw what is cut, copy, format, paste, format painter. We saw all these options. We saw bullets and points. We saw line spacing, indentation of paragraph, sorting, then shading colors, borders and paragraph. We saw all the styles. These are all the themes that we have for Windows Word. And we saw how to find a word, replace the word, find all the words and replace all the words. Okay, next we will be going to the insert tab. So this insert tab is actually containing a lot of different things. So first let me delete this. So let me start a fresh thing. So now I am pressing equal to, I am pressing rand, then equal to, then space bar. So I have this paragraph, right? So first is this, I can add a cover page to the paragraph. So what is cover page is like this. If you want to write any storybook or any project review like that, if you want, you can add cover pages to the text. So I would like to choose this cover page. So you can see that there is a cover page that is formed in the first page, then which has my name and it says company name, date, and it also has a nice image and a document title here. Okay, so in the second page we have the paragraph that we have typed. Okay, so this is the cover page. So in cover page also you have what you can add. You can there is a formatting options also. You can write a year. So there is a format option. So I will tell you, whenever you select a particular, see, now we have file, home, insert, design, page layout, references, mailings, review. But if I start pressing any certain things, for example, if I press this object, then there is a format option that comes. So whenever you want to format anything, you need not always go to design, or you need not go to right click or left click. There is a format option that naturally comes and you can do all the formatting here. Okay, so let us see that each one by one later. So for now, this is how we add a cover page. So that was in insert tab. Okay, so now we have started insert tab and we saw how to add a cover page. So then you can edit all your cover page in the format using, see, the same thing. You have styles, shape fills, then you have different text fill, outlines, and text direction. We will be seeing this very soon in the upcoming video lectures also. Now first let us concentrate on this paragraph. Okay, so in this paragraph what I need to do is, I want this part to be in a page, then I want a page gap or a page break. So what I do is I select this part, then select insert. Then what I do is I can add a blank page or I can break the page. So first let us break the page. So if I press break the page, then what paragraph I have, that will be in a page, that is a single page. Then I will have the remaining paragraph in the next page. So this is how we can break the page. Okay, so I will show you one more time. So I will select this part and then I will press page break. So what happens is it will break the page. So in the first page we have the first paragraph, in the second page we have the second paragraph, then in the third page we have the rest of the paragraphs. So let me press undo and then let me bring all the things back to the original page. This is how a page break work. I can also add a blank page. So if I press this, I want to add a blank page in this part. So I'm pressing this, I'm pressing blank page. So what happens, let us see. So in the page, this part is there. Then what happens, there is a blank page that is created between the first paragraph and the rest of the paragraph. Okay, an entire full blank page is created. But in page break, we saw that the remaining part is presented in the next page. So with this, we have completed the pages section. In the next video, we will be learning more about table section. Okay, so I am ending this. With this, we have completed this video lecture. So thank you all for listening to this video lecture patiently. Hope to see you all in the next video lecture. Thank you everyone.